See, I believe that gut intuition is much more accurate than some random suspicion, so don't just go arbitrarily tripping on your chick or your dude, because that shit ain't cute. And check yourself too. Don't lie to yourself about whether or not he or she is really into you. I mean, you got game, so recognize game. Male or female, it's all the same. And I love you. It's such a worn out phrase, more like a con game. So if he can get her to believe those words, then she'll go for anything he say. Because you know I love you, baby. And it's not that it's not said enough, it's not done enough. And people confuse it with what they want. Say, I want you to do what I want you to do, and I want you to be what I want you to be, and I want you to make me happy. And anytime that you're not all three with it, you're the one who doesn't love me. I love you because I like the way I feel when you're near me. As if one's emotional state is someone else's responsibility. I love you. I'm the subject, the principal, the actor. You are subject to my objectification, the object of my desire, my obsession. And calling you mine makes you my possession. And can't you see all I do is because I love you? Is that true? Or is it the ticket for the guilt trip that you send me on? You kidnap my kindness and hold it for ransom, blackmail to exploit my loyalty, but your plan is foiled, see? In your fear of losing you. You make me the bad guy for exercising my free will. My kindness and loyalty I freely give, and I do love you still. But when you say love, and I say love, we don't mean the same thing. Never once have I seen you give up anything for my well-being. Whenever it comes down to what you want and what's good for me, man, you win every time. But I'm not a loser. I just leave. So when I'm gone, don't ask me why, because if you didn't listen before, then what will be different this time? And hiding underneath the bed of uninhibited sex is the fear monster, grasping the shackles that hold us back from letting out the vulnerability monster who's hiding in the closet. But only when fear and vulnerability are released into the wild does it get really real. And when someone gives you their heart to hold in your hand, it comes with caretaking responsibility. So if you don't want it, please, just let it down gently and have the integrity not to exploit it or expect it to keep on giving or even question its sincerity when you won't do the same. And before you give your heart to someone with hope and expectations, remember that from the start the other person is not obligated to take it. And the longer you leave it out there for someone who doesn't care, there's a greater risk of damage. It's harder to repair. So be a good steward of your own heart and don't give it to someone unworthy. See, I've been told that I'm the shit as long as I serve and submit. But as soon as I show my nuts and say this is what I do and don't want, then shit is all fucked up. But this is me too, Pac-Man. I mean, I know a lot of things, but I do know who I am, and I've learned what it means to be true to self. Before I make a decision or a plan of action, I first stop and ask myself this question: why am I doing this? Then a cost-benefit analysis. And if I can't answer that question satisfactorily, or the return on my investment just ain't worth it to me, I'm not going to fight or beg you to change. You can just watch my fine ass walk away. And in writing, we tell of us. When we find ourselves on different pages, maybe we should just close the book and let it be an entertaining short story instead of a tragic novel that still ends after chapters and chapters of avoidable drama.
If you haven't yet,